Hello guys, welcome to episode 4 of our chat time program. In today's chat time episode, we are going to be discussing something really valuable like we always do. Alright, so in today's episode, I don't think it's going to be as long as usual because today we just have something really quick and valuable to share with each other so we can know what is currently happening in the market and we can know what we should be looking out for. Because I just want all of us to be very, very careful. And I want you to always remember that the forex market can be very, very trickish. All right, it can be very, very trickish. But if you have the skill, if you have the knowledge, you'll be really, really good to go. So in today's chat time episode, we are going to be discussing something really valuable, like we always do. So guys, stay tuned and I'll meet you guys on my other screen. Thank you very much. All right, so welcome guys, welcome, everybody, welcome. I welcome you guys into my screen. Welcoming guys into my chat, and I'm so happy to have you guys here. Okay, I'm so happy to have you guys here. So, quick one before we actually move into today's video, I just want to quickly brief something to us. That last week we analyzed some couple of pairs. We analyzed the DXY, of course. We analyzed Bitcoin, gold, which other one again? NAS 100, and we also talked about USD CHL. So if you check all those pairs, let me just show it to you. Bitcoin, for instance, we said last week, the trade was currently in this place. Let me just zoom out so you guys can see very well. Okay, so we said last week that I think trade was currently here, and you see we now have a what an upward movement. But we cannot just enter after the break of this counter trend line. I said it that I needed a clear confirmation, just like I had it in the past, probably like any chart pattern confirming to me that Bitcoin wants to, like Bitcoin is ready to move up. Because Bitcoin, if I me, I let me just say I almost don't even want to have anything to do with Bitcoin because firstly, Bitcoin is a crypto instrument and also it respects fundamentals more. Any little fundamental, trust me, Bitcoin is reacting to it. Okay, no matter how perfect your analysis might look, when there is any release of any fundamental that contradicts your analysis, everywhere is getting fucked up. Okay, that is just one thing about Bitcoin. But however, it's still a nice pair to trade if you have actually mastered it. Okay, so now we already had like a small push up to the upside. We had this little zone here that could actually kind of disturb it, and we are currently there. So, but we don't have Bitcoin to analyze today. Like I said, so let me check another one. The other one is gold. Yeah, good. I'll come back to gold. So now let's move into today's video. We are starting from what? If you have been following us, this is chat time episode 4, and I welcome you guys. But you have been following us, you know how we do it. All right, you know how we do it. We know how we want to analyze our markets. The very first thing we do is to go ahead and analyze the DXY. We need to currently know what the DXY is telling us. Okay, the DXY is trying to communicate to us. We need to go and listen to it. Okay, only if we have listened to the DXY, which is the dollar index, we've understood each other. That is when we can go ahead and make some decisions on the rest of the pairs. Because if the dollar index is not moving, the rest of the pairs are not moving. Okay, the rest of the pairs are not going anywhere. Enough of the talks, let's dive into the details of the video because I don't want to waste you guys time. Like I said in my introductory video, that we won't be actually taking much time today. Okay, we won't be taking much time today, so let us just go into the video. All right, quick one. Let us go to weekly time frame. This is the XY chart, by the way. This is the XY, the dollar index. The dollar index. All right. So we had this double bottom in the past. We've analyzed past displays. I'm just trying to like recap some little things. We had this double bottom. We had the neckline. We waited for the break and the retest. It happened on daily, very very visible on 4 hour time frame. Everything was really cool. We've been making money, be analyzing into the upside. But last week if you actually watched our chart time episode 3 last week, the trade was currently here. No, 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 no. The trade was here actually, yes. It was last week, it was here. And I told you guys that you do not have any reason to panic because the trade is going to move up. And before we see anything, at least you should come and give us like a double top. And what happened last week? We saw it indeed. It came to give us a double top. Now, the trade is now in its 100% tradement level, which means we are having like a double top there. And if you know very well, if you know our chart patterns very well, you would know that double top belongs to the sellers. Okay, double top belongs to the sellers. Now, are we going to say that the dollar index now wants to like move to the downside, or it still wants to continue to the upside? Anyways, in my own opinion, this is what I will suggest. All right, this is what I'm going to suggest. Sorry. So we've seen this push up, we said that the DXY came for a retracement. If I just pick my Fibonacci 2, plotted from the recent low somewhere here to the recent high somewhere here. We said it that the DXY came for a retracement and it is in our fifth support level. It is in our fifth support zone. So it came there and it bounced off. Now it bounced off. When it goes to the place the trade goes to before it came for a retracement, of course it is a resistance. I said it. It is a resistance. So you cannot expect the trade to just blow past it just like that and can hit your full take profit. No, there are going to be some reactions to that zoom. There are going to be some reactions to that price level, and that is what we are currently seeing. Fast forward to today, let me leave it. Fast forward to today now, what's happening on DXY? Should we start panicking or what? No, do not panic yet. I'm also watching it. Now we've seen a double top, right? I've seen double top. But if you check, you need to understand something that whenever you see a, let me say like a small chart pattern within a overall chart pattern, it could only that it is not on a major zone. All right, if it is not on a major zone, you are just seeing a chart pattern on a smaller time frame like daily, and you are seeing a overall chart pattern on a bigger time frame like weekly or monthly that contradict each other. Let me take it again. If on monthly or weekly you are seeing a double bottom like we have here, okay, this double bottom is very visible on weekly time frame. Okay, look at it here. We have the first leg and we have the second leg, right? Double bottom on weekly time frame, yes. So let me take us back to daily. So now we've seen that the bigger chart pattern is what is double bottom, and we are now having like a smaller one inside of it which contradicts the bigger one. Double top is the opposite of double bottom. All right, now back to what I was saying. If you are seeing a opposite chart pattern inside a overall chart pattern, it could only be signaling a pullback or a retracement. That doesn't mean that the trader has want to change trend overall, because it does not just work that way. Are you expecting that this thing, if you go to weekly now, weekly time frame, you cannot see this double top here, right? It only wants, let me zoom out very easy. Look at it now. It only wants to look like as if it is not as visible as the double bottom we had in the past. Look at it here and look at this one here. The differences are clear. All right, so you won't tell me that this little double top that formed here, it wants to what? It wants to beat our overall double bottom that we had here. Is not possible. Now here is my own final opinion, right? This is my own final opinion. First of all, when the market opens tomorrow, I'm expecting something like this. Yeah, when the market opens tomorrow. And why? Why is because number one, if you take our Fibonacci again, right, from that same recent low to the recent high, you are going to find out that the trade is in what is in fib support level, meaning that it could only be retracement. It could, all right, it could. You see, all of my analysis, I'm saying it based on my own experience. The market does not belong to me, and nobody, I repeat, nobody has a 100% working strategy in the market. Nobody. All right, nobody. So number one confluence why I said that okay, there's possibility that when the market opens tomorrow, we see push up to the upside. One is because what the trade came back to the Fibonacci support level. That is one. Secondly, we have a what? We have a support here that you can see. If I just drag it away, let me put it back so you can see clearly. We have what? We have a minor zone there. We have a minor support. So it will just be like a break, then a retest, then say boom to the upside. That is second confluence. Third confluence now is that what? If you take your trend line like this, plot it like somewhere here, you observe that this trade could only be coming or might be coming for the third touch of this trend line. Let me just connect it very well and let me make sure it is actually touching. Okay, let me remove this arrow so we don't get confused. We see that what the trade might only be coming for what? For the third touch of this trend line. And now we've seen the touch. This is the first touch, this is the second touch, and now this is the third touch. Now that I've seen the third touch, and let me tell you one magic thing about trend line is that the third touch of a trend line is usually the biggest move. I'll take that again. The third touch of a trend line is usually the biggest move, whether you like it or not. That is how it has been since onset. The third touch of a trend line is usually what? The biggest move. You've seen the first touch, second touch. Now we are currently having our third touch. That is my number three confluence. Number one is what? The retracement. Number two is what? This minor support. And number three is this trend line. Now I have three confluences telling me that okay, once the market opens next week or throughout next week, we can see boom to the upside. We can see movement to the upside, right? We can see movement to the upside. Three confluences. However, what if that did not happen? Always make sure you have if you have a reason to buy, you should also have a reason not to buy. Okay, if this time around the situation does not require, if in fact I'm not going to be selling this day, so if I want to sell, I'll have to form another entry. But like this, I'm only looking for like possible this thing to buy and reason for me not to buy. Now I have three reasons to buy: the Fibonacci, the minor support, and the trend line. Cool. Those are very very strong conferences. Now, what about if this double top decided to happen? What is going to actually play out? Okay, the highest that could happen is for us to see a push down. That is, it has broken the neckline of the double top. A retest of the neckline. There's something like this. That is even if DXY is like it wants to maybe do a crazy retracement or anything. Okay, if that happens, there's still a way for you to plot your Fibonacci. If the trade got to this place, all you need to do is come and pick your Fibonacci from this low here. You take it from this low to the recent high, you observe that that particular place my arrow was is our fib support, because it is the 618 and the 0.5 fib level. Okay, and that is the magic numbers that work in set of numbers that comes with Fibonacci. You can check our past video. I talked about how to set your Fibonacci to look exactly just like mine, very clean, and what and I don't know, very very clean. All right, very very clear. So if this happens, we can also have something like this, and if this eventually happens, you'll be looking forward to buy from this place. However, before this place, we have a little tiny line here as well that we should not overlook. Okay, that we are not supposed to overlook as well. So if we do not start seeing push up to the upside from this current zone, like I said earlier, if we do not start seeing something like this, then we might see maybe a push back to somewhere here or here. That is the update on DXY. And also, why is even DXY doing like this? Like, why is it not going up? Of course, any trade can behave like this, but just in case you don't know, I want to tell you today that DXY and Euro USD are the same thing. The Euro USD chart and the DXY chart are the same thing, just that it is the inverse of each other. Just like you flipping something upside down. Okay, it is the inverse of each other, just like double bottom is the inverse of double top. Just the way W is the inverse of what M is the inverse of W. Same thing, same way Euro USD is the inverse of DXY, and DXY is the inverse of what Euro USD. Just like you turning something upside down. Let me show you my Euro USD chart, and I will show you, maybe this is the reason why Euro USD is DXY is reacting like this. You will check something. This is Euro USD chart, right? And this black bar indicates a major zone, right? It indicates a major zone. So inside of our major zone on Euro USD, first of all, Euro USD has gotten to a major zone. That's a great concern to us. For the fact that Euro USD has gotten to a major zone, it is a great concern to us. One. Secondly, it is now forming, should I say something like a double bottom? Double bottom is not really valid, because the second leg did not like really complete. Had it been the second leg completed like this, then we can now say, oh, this double bottom is really valid. But what we are having is something like this. Okay, we are having something like this. See, this is the first leg. Second leg is not balancing with the what, with the first leg. So EUSD has created to a major zone, plus the fact that it is forming, and this is on daily time frame. For crying out loud, this is on daily time frame. Any chart pattern you see on those higher time frames, you don't want to joke with it. So there's probability that, okay, maybe this is the reason why EUSD is also reacting, because now, okay, now we had a like a double bottom on EUSD, right? A double top. And what did we have on DXY currently? We have what? We have double top, right? You see, they are the inverse of each other. If we have head and shoulder on DXY, we are going to have inverse head and shoulder on Euro USD. If we have double bottom on Euro USD, we should have double top on DXY. So this is my information that I have for you guys on DXY. All right. So which other pair should we actually analyze today? All right, so I just even remember now that I have like, I'm so happy for you guys. I'm really happy. You see, you guys on MJ Forex YouTube channel, you guys are making money. You guys are making money. You guys supposed to be sending me money. Well, what's wrong now? What's going on? I'm not seeing anybody. And why am I saying this is because let us go to, we know we analyzed some pairs last week, right? We analyzed some pairs last week. So let me start from gold. Let me start from good. And this is it here. See, just in fact, without me saying anything yet, you should see that yes, you guys are making money. Obviously, we are obviously making money. Anybody that is not on this channel is missing. Anybody not on this channel is what you are missing. Look at it. We are what? We are making money on gold. Let me go to the 4 hour time frame. Let me go to the 4 hour time frame. What? Okay. Look at it here. As you can see, me, I'm in already. I no dey waste time. I'm in already. Now, what was our last discussion on gold? Like, what did we really say? Or before people start saying na lie, he's just bluffing, is this, is that. Let me take them back, or let us take them back to the daily time frame. You know, sometimes our last 2 weeks, last 3 weeks, you know, we had these two chart patterns. We have some on, we have one on 4 hour, we have another one on daily time frame. And if you could remember what I've always been saying, that if you see chart patterns on a higher time frame, okay, believe it. Me, I don't usually trust those I don't usually trust them. Any chart pattern that's coming from lower time frame, I don't usually trust them. I For me to enter a market based on a lower time frame chart pattern, I needed some extra conferences that are coming from higher time frame, because higher time frame is the deal. Higher time frame is where the bigger boys are. If you want to trade like our mentors, they do not joke with higher time frames. So should you not. Okay. So we had this chart pattern, we analyzed everything. I told you that we could either blip to the downside or to the upside. And I even told you that, yeah, I was expecting the DXY to fall down, like to fall to the upside. But later I realized something. I was one who said that, okay, we're having two chart patterns, right? We had a double bottom on daily time frame. and we had a double top on 4 hours. So of course, why would you believe a chart pattern coming from when you have another one on daily? Why you believe the one that's coming from a lower time frame? No, it is not possible. Just like you expecting a cockroach to defeat an antelope, it does not work that way. Okay, it does not work that way. And this will link me back to what I said earlier on DXY. You know, on DXY now we have a bigger pattern on weekly and daily, which is double bottom, and we have a smaller pattern on daily actually, which is like a double top. You know, we just have to believe the one that comes from the bigger time frame. Okay, and this is what is happening on gold as well. So finally, if you do follow what I'm saying, you should be making money on gold. Obvious, as you can see me, I'm in. All right, I'm what? I'm really in. Okay, let me just give you a quick trade management on how to go about gold. There's nothing much to discuss, nothing much to discuss, because I eventually entered it. And you know, I told you guys that all I'm needing is just a bullish engulfing candle, and this is it here. Let me just risk and move this aside. This is it here. Okay, we have it here. Immediately I saw this bullish engulfing candle on 4 hour breaking and closing above my counter trend line. Omo, what else am I waiting for? But I think I got in a little bit late because I was doing something that day, I guess. So I think I entered at the second low candle or this third one. However, it is not too late. Okay, it is not too late. So that was why I entered it, and, and as you can see, I'm making money. I don't know if I can show you my PNL. Oh, I don't think I'll be doing that. It is not necessary. So the trade management I wanted to give is that, if you can see it here, obviously we are having a minor resistance there, which is this one here, and the trade is currently there. Wow, look at a fully grown bullish engulfing candle on daily time frame. Oh, we are too good. Anybody that is not here is really missing. So what could obstruct this trade from blowing to the upside? Let us check if we have a counter trend line. Okay, no, it has what we have, this candle closing above, which is very good. So the only thing that can actually disturb this trade is this minor resistance we have here. All right, is this minor? It's good, and it might not, but at least you have to what you just have to prepare yourself for it. You have to prepare yourself. However, our first take profit goes towards this green bar here, and our second, our full take profit goes toward this other green bar, which is $4,500 per ounce of gold. That is our full take profit on gold. That is that about gold, nothing much. And the risk to reward is what? 1:3.11. But let's just see 1:3. Cool. You can see 1:3. That is very nice. That is very nice. Okay. So let's talk about what again? BTC, yeah. BTC, as you can see, BTC, we also talked about BTC last week, right? I want us to really say much on BTC because we talked about the last week. So if you want to know much on what is going on Bitcoin, check our last video. Everything was explained there. So just a quick update. We've broken the inner counter trend line. If I had entered this trade, it would be kind of useless because I know we are still coming to face this minus zone here. So why don't I just wait for us to clear this minus zone and the outer counter trend line before I will know if I enter or not? Okay, I still have enough space. Let me see where I'm going to decide as my take profit. I still have enough space to trade this Bitcoin. At least. My full take profit is coming above. Sorry, first take profit. Let us say first or full take profit should be coming to that zone. At least. Okay, at least. So if I can just get an entry somewhere around, let's say the candle has cleared this counter trend line, a fully grown bullish engulfing candle closing above like this. Let's mark that as my entry, and let's say I have a small pullback here and this could be the recent low. So stop loss below recent low, and my take profit goes to this green bar here. So this trade is giving me around 1:6. See, so why am I in a hurry? Yeah, I know I can still have at least 1:6 minutes to the board. It is very, in fact, more than decent. Okay, more than this. If you are risking 1 to 2% on a particular trade, you're making around 6 to 12% on a single trade. That is how to trade like professionals. Okay, that is how you trade for investors. So that's that about that. I've seen that it has cleared this inner transaction line. I did not enter it. And this I did not enter the Bitcoin trade because I know we are still going to face this minor resistance here, and this is the minor resistance. This is how it came about. Okay, you can see it. All you need to do is to look to the left, and you will see why we have that minor bar there. Look at the touches. We had multiple rejections in the past. You see, so you can't just ignore that particular price level again. And you even see that when the trade got data started reacting to it. Anyways, that's by the way. So I've told you my entry on what on Bitcoin. We are in on code already, we are making money. I think when I checked my MT5 yesterday, right? So yesterday I checked it last. I think I already have around almost $100 in profit. I don't know if I'm able to show you guys here, but I think I have almost $100 in profit already on on gold. Yeah, on gold. So which other one are we to analyze? We've done okay. I think that was all. Oh no, that was no. We had entry on another PAA. This NAS 100. You see, we are in already and we are already making money. We are in already and we are making money already. Just let us go to 4 hour. Just look at it. So this one hasn't really moved. But if you check our last what is it called? Analysis, I said something like this, of course. I said that it is going to I know I said it, I will not enter this trade if we did not have all this small pullback here. Like this is a low, this is a low. You know, this was the only low we had last week. So I was like, if the candle does go boom and come and break above it, I will not be entering it because the risk reward is going to be too high. Okay, so by the time God we have this low and we have this low. Okay, so this was the last low we had before the candle eventually breaks above the counter trend line. We have a bullish engulfing candle on 4 hour closing above the counter trend line. I entered. My stop loss came below the recent low, and my take profit goes to where this zone here. And I hope you guys remember why we are using it as our take profit. The trade entry was a retracement, right? It was a retracement. If I could still remember vividly, let us take it. This is our Fibonacci 2. Take it from this recent low to the recent high. Yeah, very good. You can see it. This was the reason why we chose this place as our full big profit. So and that's that about that. So I mean, guys. But one thing about this last 100 is that it did not really give me my usual risk to reward ratio. But I just felt like, yeah, let me just enter it. This gave me 1 ratio 2.55. This is it here. 1 ratio 2.55. It is not up to 1 ratio 3. So I entered it, but not on my normal account, just a small account. Actually, I don't have big account yet. All of my accounts are small account, but they have different purposes. Right? They have different purposes. I think I have up to like 3 accounts or so. So they have different purposes, right? But on a normal day, I do not trade anything that is not going to give me at least 1 to 3 risk to reward. Okay, so that is that about that. You can see we are making money on gold. We are making money on NAS 100. We've talked about the XY. Everything is really clear to us. What again? Okay, GBP I'm going to give you an update on GBP in our next meeting. Right? I can see everything happening on GBP I can see everything. And for our second what is it called? For our second entry that we had on GBP we've taken stop loss. You can see it here. Our second entry was somewhere around here. I'm taking stop loss. However, I still have this first trade on. Okay, this our first trade is still on. Even after I saw this, I still had the first trade on. And the reason why I see holding on to the first trade, I'm going to talk about that in our next meeting, in our next chat time episode. So, bye bye, guys. I love you. We are going to stop here, and I hope this video is really educative as always. So I'll see you guys same time, same location. And please, I'm going to beg you again, do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It is really important to me and as well important to you because I know you want to see us grow, right? You want to see us grow. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel, click on the like button, turn on the notification bell, and always make use of the word of the comment section. I love you guys very, very much, and we're going to meet in my other screen. Welcome back, guys. Welcome everybody. How was the video? I hope it was really, really helpful and valuable. I'm just trying my best to give out the best to you guys because I belong to you. I don't know if you guys belong to me, but I belong to you. So I want to plead with you guys. Well, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make use of the comment section. I always say this because the comment section is one of the best and possible ways to reach out to me, to reach out back to me. Pour out your mind. Let me know exactly what's going on, any problem you are facing, anything you want, and I'll be more than happy to attend to this because I really and seriously want to see everybody. I mean, each and every one of us successful in this trading career. So, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so that whenever MG Forex releases new episode, you'll be the first customer to get notified. So, till next time, same location, same host, same channel. I will see you guys. Stay safe out there. Bye. I love you.